holistic student. Well, that is a wrong allegation, because that is why schools have co-curriculum to extract the talents and potentials by students. And now I would like to start with my point. This House believes that public examination should not be abolished because it plays a major role in identifying fully qualified people to work in various fields. Public examination is the appropriate yardstick to assess the student's ability and performance. Well-adjusted and qualified young people are to be placed in different fields to contribute to our labour market. Besides that, through public examination, the Ministry of Education and teachers are able to get a more accurate way to categorize the students according to their capabilities. The result of public examination serves as an allocation tool for entrance to residential and boarding school. The facts remain clear that over the ages and worldwide, there has still been no substitutes for public examination. It always ends up with public tests, which is a standardized exam to gauge the performance of students in the nation and worldwide.
Well, I believe that you are not aware of the motion of today's debate. That is, public examination should be abolished, not public tests should be abolished. Thank you.
Moreover, have you ever wondered how are we going to measure the students' performance if exams are held internally? Different schools will definitely have different standards. This will be unfair. It will lead to the disagreement among the students, teachers, and parents. This prestigious school will be at the top of the list. The student who score A from a remote school will be deprived of having the same treatment as students who score an A from an urban prestigious school.
It is not what school you are in that matters. It is the skill that you have obtained that matters. Thank you.
But through public examinations, there are bound to be labeling and biasness. Most importantly, public examination will provide the official slip or certificate that certifies progress in a recognized and standardized exam.
Well, that may be your personal assumption. Do you have any evidence to prove that your arguments are true? Thank you.
My third speaker will answer that for you. It is a very good point of reference and motivation for the students and a source of security and must for society and business. The second reason on why public examination should not be abolished is because it is able to push students to their maximum potentials. Public examination motivates the students to do their best. Since their result will affect their future, they are prompt to work harder. When the students get better results, our country would be able to produce more knowledgeable educators, which will further bring up our country's name. Besides motivating students, public exams also encourage parents and schools to work hand in hand to produce quality and well-rounded students.
Yeah, it is. So, are you trying to say that parents nowadays have enough time to keep an eye on their children 24/7? They have other responsibilities too. And the job of a student is to study, and the teachers are required to teach the students. Thank you.
But as a parent, it is their natural role to spend time with their child and educate them. Moreover, publishers also earn money by producing books that is needed in the public exam, and with the presence of public exams, students would also help in the mushrooming of tuition centers, which will produce more jobs. This situation would further help to generate the economy. Yes.
Tuition centers are basically taking money from parents, which is their hard-earned money, which basically makes them in a harder position. Thank you.
But obviously, the students will still benefit from it because they are forced to revise their studies. This situation would further help to generate the economy. When the economy of our country grows, further motivate foreign students to come to Malaysia for their studies. But what happens here is the chain reaction. As you can see, public exams will indirectly help motivate the parents, teachers, publishers, and private tutors. Exams can also give students experiences in dealing with stress. If students are not able to cope with the stress of public exams in their teens, how will they cope with the changes of life in later years? Well, that is not the part of the student because the responsibility should be held by their parents. They push their child to the maximum limits.
Yes, it is not the fault of the students. It is the fault of the public examinations. Thank you.
Public examinations are not to blame because students are like a blank canvas. The Parents can paint any colors they want, so it is their parents' responsibility. Why are you blaming the tools and not the user?
PY, please. We have gone astray from the motion of today's debate, which is talking about public examinations, but now you are emphasizing on parents. Thank you.
I am only saying that parents plays a major role in students to excel in public examination. I would also like to state that by abolishing the public examination does not necessarily provide an